Oh, yeah. That's good. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, everybody. You know what day it is. It's Friday Eve. Friday Eve. All right. Let's get this party started. Jump on the old Twitch. Cool. We good. Now let's preemptively update the Twitch category. Because I say so. And good to go. Snooze. I'll snooze some ads. And we'll call it a day. Hey! How's it going? We got stuff to do. I don't remember what, but I know it's good. Let's continue. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, so we got the communication thing in a pretty good state. Only problem, I think, is the grouping. We need to get the, I think the problem was... And you know what another problem is that I just thought about? Is I can't access the phone. Like if I wanted to go back and access the phone, like, oh shit, what did they say? Or, you know, kind of like a check back. So I think I need to leave the phone semi-visible at the bottom. And you can always scroll down and click on it to open it. You know what I mean? The only problem is I need it to have a different state then. I need it to be like a review state, which means it doesn't play the last message, you know, if you click on it and open it. So let's actually tighten that up a little bit to make it a little bit more useful. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I mean. But I think it's just open. Like, it needs to be like that by default.
Meet me for dinner.
Why did that send something? That shouldn't that be a fucking sound symbol? Hold on. I think that should be a sound symbol. Yeah.
Meet me for dinner.
Meet me for dinner. So yeah, we need to change this a little bit. First of all, this is a voicemail, so it's automatically this should be styled differently. Second of all, the ordering's fine. I definitely need to make sure that we add maybe some separation between the messages. And I definitely want it to have a max width. We need to make this phone more useful. basically. You need to be able to click on the message. So I need to write a couple like longer ones, and then it opens that message, right? And if you click on a voicemail, it'll play the voicemail. That would be how it's useful. But on initial receiving of that, I guess it could work the same way. We could always have it a little open, but if you get a notification, it'll vibrate, and then it'll give you a little cue, a little, notification. And then click on it, opens your phone. It doesn't play the message or show the message. You can click on the message. I think that's how it has to work. So I'm skipping a few steps right now. So in that case, if we're going to do it like basically engage communicate will, see right now I have add notify. That's fine. We just need to change what notify does. So by default, it should be notify, status. So let's do that. So notify, so by default, it's this. -600, bottom, instead of 1200. I don't want it completely gone. Right. But you need to get the device first. So, I mean, hey, Talu, 6:30, time to work. Get to work. What are you doing, Talu? Life is boring sometimes. But those are the times we don't remember. Stability is great. Routine is great. But yeah, in 5 years, you're not going to remember the boring times. You're not going to be like, oh, remember that morning? That was super boring and I was working and work was boring. We only remember the fun times. Or horrible times, I guess. I don't want to discount horrible times. But yeah. You are valid for feeling bored. Alright, I need to add some animation. And I don't remember how to do that. Here's glow pulse. Should I glow? No, I want to shake it though. What other animations do we have? I guess I only have that. Didn't I have like spin? No? I thought I had some more movement than that. How does this work? Glow pulse, keyframes. Here we go. I need to make some new keyframes. Well, first I want to start by tightening up the phone a little bit. I'm skipping steps with the phone. You need to be able to open the phone and look at your messages and then click on a message. Right now, like, they notify you and then you click it and it just plays the message. Like, I'm skipping steps, like I said, 3 times now. I need to make it so you can select a message so it's more phone-like. That being said, I need to add the little shaking animation that I was talking about. So I'm going to create some new CSS shake animation, which is basically what? Rotate, transform, rotate, and we'll do like -0.5 degree. Wait, how does rotate work? I think it's like degrees, right? So we'll start with -20 degree, and then we'll go to rotate 20 degrees. How about that? And I'll just kind of shake back and forth. And then let's go to notify, animation. How do you do animation again? Okay, I'll steal this. Animation, and then I need like the default. And we'll call this shake. And yeah, infinite, alternate. Cool, that works. And then by default, it'll be center. So transform. rotate 0 degrees.
Oh, hello, Dr. Milford.
Oh, hello, Dr. Milford. All right, let's check real quick if this works actually. Oh, hello, Dr. Milford.
By Cranston.
By Cranston. Why is he talking shit? Okay, here we go. Oh, whoa. Now that's an animation. I think I need to tighten it up a little bit. That'll definitely get your attention, though.
Meet me for dinner.
And why is it way over there to the side? Oh, I forgot about that. Talo, hey, you're on the full screen now. Have you seen the resume matcher by CRBA? It got very popular, like stars and GitHub. Ooh. Resume matcher. Resume matcher. I don't know what that is. No, I have not. Sounds cool though. Yeah, I forgot. I need this. Wait, what's the default transform? -50. Oh yeah, translate X. Can I can do both, right? -50%. Yeah, I think you can do both. And I need to change the degrees, obviously. Oh, nope. You. Yes. 20 is too much. Let's do -5 degrees and then 5 degrees. How about that? It's an AI-powered platform that reverse engineers hiring algorithms to show you exactly how to tell you. Oh, cool. I'll be honest. I created a resume style that has been so successful for the past 15 years that I have a very high success rate to interviews when submitting. It's really simple and it gets right to the point, to everything the companies care about, and I guarantee that it would go up against pretty much any other resume out there as far as effectiveness. Teach me. Well, first off, you have to think of yourself like a recruiter. They look at hundreds of resumes. So what does everybody say? Stand out, you know, catch their attention, whatever, pictures. I don't know. I don't research the newest trend for getting resumes submitted. But I mean, the main thing you need to do is have the shortest line explaining your experience right at the top. Hey, I'm Scott Adrian. I have 16 years in WordPress programming, versatile PHP programming, whatever. I can do this, this, and this. Like, those are my main skill sets. The theme of me, right? And right after that, immediately start your what you can do. A list of just the languages you know, the programs you use, and 3 categories. First one is programming languages, because they want to know, will you be able to do whatever? Then you go into technology, which can be Jira, could be GitHub, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. And then you can get into software, like Photoshop and Premiere Pro, whatever, the Adobe Suite, Excel, I don't know, those kinds of programs, whatever. There's 3 categories, because those are going to be a quick scroll through with hot keywords in your resume that will be really easy to get past once they see the words they're looking for. Git, MySQL, React, just these things that they're looking for. Be like, cool, still going, because they passed. And they might have even skipped your cover note, which is 1 paragraph. Then it goes to your experience. And your experience needs to be short, dude. Not the amount of experience, but what you say. I mean, especially if you have a lot of job experience like I do. You need company name, the years you worked there, what type of job it was, contracting full-time. Kind of like what your LinkedIn looks like. Really match your LinkedIn. And then a quick blurb, just, you know, what you did for the company. Because all they care about is how many years you worked for them. Nice. How many years you worked for that company. And they might breeze over the description to see if you were like, I don't know, if you were just getting coffee for people, you know. And if they're very thorough, they'll care about that. But they mainly care about how many years you worked for the company. So make sure that is front and center. Because you already said what you can do. So they're not going to be like, oh, did he use Git at this company? It's like, no, don't worry about that. Then pop, go to each job in order. Try to keep your no gaps in between the years if you can. Honestly, whatever. The years, my rule is go up 6 months and go down 6 months of your start and end date. If you really need to pad it. Nobody wants you to see your job you only had for 6 months. Minimum a year. Nobody wants to, you know, and everybody's really impressed when you've been at a company for 5 years. But if you're there for 4 years and a half, it's not as good of a number. 5 years is great. So do what you will with that, but that's it. If you have a degree, that's at the bottom. Your certification, degrees, accreditation, that shit, that's at the bottom. Because they're probably not going to see it. They don't care. They just want to know how long you've been at the company and can you do the languages and shit that they are requiring. That'll get you the interview. You know what I mean? You've worked with 2 companies so far and they didn't bother with interviews or CVS when I joined. I got through referrals. That makes sense. Can you do this? Yes. Come on. Exactly. And that's, you know, I mean, those are for smaller companies. You'll probably get away with that, but you need a resume, but don't overcomplicate it. Don't give them a portfolio website. Give them quick, short, this is it. This is what I got. This is what I'm working with. And you'll be able to read this really quick and say yes or no really quick. It's a numbers game at the end of the day, you know? That's my resume spiel. And like I said, simple. Okay. It's still not quick enough. I need to make that quicker. And honestly, a vibration is pretty short. I can do literally like 2 degrees to 2. I mean, I can do 1 degree to 1 degree. And we can make this even shorter. Shake. We'll do 0.3. I'll see how that works. Yeah, no problem. You're in big trouble? Yeah, that's true. If you need a resume, you're in trouble. No, honestly, never stop looking. Never. Even if you have a job, never stop looking for another job. You know the easiest way to get a raise? Get a job that pays more. I know companies hate that shit. And I know, like, oh, this is what's wrong with the programming industry. But turnover rate's so fucking high. Screw you. Companies are always looking for somebody new to top grade anyways. They're looking to top grade all their shitty employees with better employees. Or their oldest employees with, you know, hired in higher ups. So raises are very hard to get. And all they do are, they're like little like, hey, here's $5,000 extra on your salary. Keep you around for another 5 years so we can underpay you. Look for a better job at all times. Maybe not even actively. But if a recruiter hits you up on LinkedIn, fucking say yes. Yeah, I'm always looking. Say, I'm open to opportunities. Who's not open to better opportunities, right? Hey, can I ask you? Welcome. Yeah, if you always open for opportunities. Sure. What you got? And guess what? When you're not looking, you can charge a lot more. And hey, you might get lucky and they'll be like, oh, that sounds good. I think we can get there. You know? Okay. We're getting somewhere. It's still not quick enough. I want it to like go fast. I'm going to 1.1 seconds. I want this to shake like a motherfucker. Where can I take classes for this? For which one? For the job advice or for the WordPress game engine? Oh yeah, that's a vibrate. What do you think? That's pretty noticeable. It's still not in the center though. What the hell? Why is this not in the center? Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh, I need to put it in the fucking animation too. Whoops. I guess we'll have to do that. That's pretty annoying. Why? Why did I do this to myself? That's fine. I'll just have to figure that every shake is going to be centered. Job advice. You can't, man. It's School of Hard Knocks, David. That's so dumb. School of Hard Knocks. No, you just need to come here every day and listen to me rant and ask me questions. You need any advice? I've been working for 20 years. You know what I mean? I've worked for Disney. I've worked for Universal, Warner Brothers, Investors.com, Beachbodies, billion-dollar corporations. I've been on startups. I've been part of massive teams. I've been solo. So I've made all the mistakes, honestly. I've stayed at jobs too long. I've gotten underpaid for years. I've gotten overpaid and just kind of like hope nobody would notice. I'll be honest, when I worked at Warner Brothers, that was the most payment I'd ever gotten, ever. Like, by a wide margin. And they did not know how to hire people. I was overqualified, and they were overpaying me too. So what does that tell you? The people that were working there that were underqualified were getting paid a hell of a lot more than they needed to. So, that's a pretty good vibrate. It's a little, I don't know. It still could be shorter. I think I'm gonna go to like 0.5 degrees to 0.5 degrees. Let's see if it's even shorter, if it'll look good. Second gen Blizzard employee. Yeah. I'm a second generation Blizzard employee. Nah. My dad was a, you know, he owned a pool contracting business. I did not get into the family trade, unfortunately. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good little shake. How do I get into this type of career? What kind of schooling? Any suggestions? Yeah, don't get schooling, dude. Just start working. It's so easy, right? No, honestly, you have to just jump onto Craigslist. You have to jump onto Fiverr, Upwork. You need to just get little jobs. You need to build experience. You're not going to learn anything in school that's going to benefit you other than getting that degree. You could literally just pay for a degree and you'll have just as much knowledge. Technology changes too quickly. Every course you learn is going to be gone next year. You know what I mean? So it's like, why? Why are we learning computer science? I mean, it's awesome to have a background so you can look smart and answer Jeopardy questions, but like, what the hell? Like, why am I wasting this time? What is going to pay me? Find the jobs that pay you. Learn on the job. I've never learned anything I wasn't getting paid to learn. And that is just because there's not that much time left, you know? Time's short. Life's short. Work-life balance is short. Fiverr is kingdom of poor Indian programs, yeah. But you got to start there. You have to start working for companies, and you need to prove that you can work for companies. At the end of the day, you know, as vibe coding becomes bigger and bigger, and Cursor, you know, yeah, don't vibe code, please. But as that happens, you know, it becomes less and less about what you know and more about, can you work with other developers? Can you work with a project manager, QA team? Do you know how to handle a merge conflict? Do you know how to use Jira or whatever the hell other people are using? Asana, Trello, I don't know. Any of those tools. Do you know how to use the Google Suite? Are you good in Excel? You know, shit that you don't even think about as a programmer. You know, are you good at coming up with scores, you know, timelines on tasks? Yeah. Are you good at talking to people, presenting? You know, those are all very important compared to the actual coding language, you know, honestly. You can literally learn everything about coding and programming on YouTube, but remember, coding and programming are completely different. Yep, things you have to pick up. Yeah. I'm a completely self-taught programmer, and that changes the way you handle troubleshooting and how you architect solutions. Because just knowing what the code can do isn't going to help you, you know, deal with real life errors and bugs and, you know, brand new things that don't even exist yet that you have to come up with. You need to be creative as fuck, you know? Creativity is more important than your memory of React component structure, because nobody's doing it right. Honestly. How old am I? I am 36 years young. Years young. See, I'm that old where I say years young. Yeah, I'm 36, and you know, I've been doing website work since I was 16. You know, and I was making money since I was 16 doing website work back in the old days. But you know, I got pigeonholed into WordPress about 16 years ago, and I just, you know, that's where the money was. And like I said, go where the money is. If headless CMSs are where the money are, learn Next.js, learn React, learn TypeScript, learn how to work with, you know, MongoDB and flat databases, and like that's what you have to know, right? But if you learn all that shit and nobody's paying for it, you know, then you're gonna have to learn something else. You're 18, that's fantastic. You know, you're half my age. The sky's the limits, and you need to know what's paying now. I mean, what's paying now for 18-year-olds and what's paying now for me are a little different, obviously. But I'm working with people half my age a lot of times too, so it's not like, you know, it doesn't translate. You've only what'd you say? But I've only done a bit of coding, haven't dabbled in programming. Okay, you're more of a hardware guy. Ooh, running stuff many servers. That's so cool. I love hardware. Remember, Mr. Squidward, the monkey. The money's always right. Correct. Money's always right. Follow the money. What are you getting paid to do? Are you getting paid to, you know, fix Drupal websites? Are you getting paid to work on Wix or whatever the fuck? Webflow? I mean, what's out there? What are people using right now? Is it all Shopify and Squarespace websites? You better get into Shopify app development then, you know, and theme development. I mean, obviously right now, WordPress is always going to be lucrative. It is used by 80% of the internet, and it's not going anywhere. So you can't go wrong if you just pick up a bunch of WordPress jobs. But at the end of the day, there's a lot out there, and you know, there's a lot of exciting things out there. But I guarantee you, a dude coming out of college, 21, with a bachelor's of science, computer science degree, is not going to get the same amount of jobs as somebody who had been working for 3 years and has 6 companies under their belt. I mean, that's a lot of companies, but if you're freelance, that's normal. Or maybe worked for 2 companies for a year and a half each. Like that's, I'm hiring that guy immediately. Which, you know, I've also been a hiring manager, so I've dealt with this. I know what they're looking for, and it's not just some dude with a degree, unfortunately. Sell your skills, not your soul. Nah, screw your soul, man. Yeah, screw your soul. Make money now. Fund the things you want to do. That's never gonna go away. You know, I'm obviously this is fun for me. I happen to get paid to do the same thing that I'm doing for fun. But what I'm getting paid to do, I don't think is that fun, right? Or like fulfilling. I'm not saving anybody's life. I'm not changing the world of technology. I'm making a company money as best as I can so that they'll keep paying me so I can hopefully start my own business in some form or fashion, you know? I'm writing sci-fi fantasy novels and trying to sell them to as many people as possible. I'm making a video game based off of the fantasy novels so that it'll, get people interested in the novels. That has nothing to do with WordPress programming. The game does, but just saying, be skillful, and make money off those skills. See what sells. Maybe you're really good at one thing. You're really good at QA. Then be a QA automation engineer. Get as high as you can. Transfer over to be a developer, for the team. Make yourself valuable, right? And if you see a hole at the company, fill it immediately. Nobody knows this shit. Guess what I'm going to learn? I'm going to learn that, and I'm going to take over that job. You trying to write a book for fun? Hell yeah. So I'll tell you a little bit. Orbem book 1. This is a 4-book series. I'm writing book 3 and 4 still. Orbem book 1. That took me 4 years to write. From start to publish. And I didn't know if I was going to finish it. But you just have to keep writing. I've never been a writer before. I never studied English beyond my normal English. Never studied writing. I just read a bunch of sci-fi novels, and I figured I'd be more productive and spend that time writing. So I did that, and eventually I did that. I finished Orbem. I published it. Book 2 took me 7 months. Not like I rushed it, but I just knew so much more. So the best tips I can say are just keep writing. Finish the book. And do not get hung up on revising it after you finish. You are not going to make it much better on your own, especially if you've never written before. You need to hire an editor. Best thing I ever did was hire professional editors. I did for both books. Book 1, I learned everything I know about writing because of feedback from professional copy editors, developmental editors, proofreaders. And I learned about three arc story, scenes, character arcs. I learned about Ex Machina, getting into a scene quick, getting out of a scene quick. I learned about cliffhangers on every chapter, and I learned a lot about writing in general. I typeset both of these books myself in InDesign, just because I know the Adobe Suite, so it was a lot easier, but I learned everything I could about book marketing, how to run book ads. I did all this stuff, and I'm not saying these are like super successful or anything, but I know how to do it all because I just failed a million times. So do it. Try it out, Don't get bogged down on research and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, if you have a good story, that's all that matters. Writing can be fixed with professional editors. And I didn't have a ghostwriter. I wrote all these books. But, if you don't know how to keep consistency or, keep your story straight, they're going to call you out on it and they'll really help you. But if your story's good, it's good. If your dialogue's good, the story's going to be good. Just for you and your friends? Hell yeah, well, that's great. Well, if you just want to tell a story, then just write. You don't need any tips or tricks other than keep going. I set a goal. I was going to write 1,000 words a day for book 2. And I said, I'm going to write at least 1,000 words a day. And that's how I finished it in 7 months. And I'm talking about start to published. Because it takes a while to edit, typeset, submit, publish. So it really only took me, 5-6 months to write the entire book and then submit it to my editor. So, I mean, if you keep a schedule, you can write a lot. And the more you write, the faster you write too. You get surprised. I mean, I ended up doing like 1,600 words a day thousand words an hour, you know, and you just get better and better with time, like anything else, like programming, you know, just time. Shit, 1 hour of work for a dub. Yep. Got that right. So I think this vibration is looking pretty good. Does it look weird still? You know, I'm going to bring the phone up a little bit more. I think it needs a little bit more exposure. And then maybe the shake will look better in my eyes. So let's do, by default, we'll make the phone -5. Let's see, this might be too much. But let's see if the phone, and I also want to actually, let's not trigger it until I want to trigger it, because I want to see what it looks like.
Guess I should talk to...
See, that's too much. The shaking's pretty good. Honestly, it could still be a little bit more. Let's actually do 0.05 seconds. I mean, I know I could change to milliseconds, but I like this better. And yeah, that was too much. Let's do 550. Right. Oh yeah. Now that's a vibration. Nice. That's good. I still think it's sticking out too much now. Maybe it was fine. 600 was fine. Because I really don't want it in the way. But, you know, if you want to click it, you can make it come out. But I definitely like 0.5, 0.05. So let's do this.
Guess I should...
Yeah, so the phone's right there. It's always on screen. It's not really annoying. I don't think. Is that annoying? I don't think that's annoying, is it? Is it annoying to have the phone just chilling there the whole time? Should I just put like an arrow? And then you can like click it to make it come out? And then when you step on something...
What was I doing again?
Not that. See, now it's vibrating. Maybe I should poke it out a little bit more while it's vibrating. Yeah. I like that it's poking out now, but maybe it should poke out just a little bit more. We'll do like 550. Just so it's a little more obvious when you have something waiting for you to look at. Also, I think I want to add transition so it like slides out. Because right now it just kind of pops out. Hold on, let's do that real quick. So we'll do transition bottom 0.3s. Let's try that. Ah, I think I actually did that right for once. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I like that transition of it going up. I wish I would have not clicked it right away.
Meet me for dinner.
Oh yeah, that looks good. You want to make me sleep? Touch work? Sorry. Sorry, Joe. I know. The sleepy piano came back. Here, I'll help you a little bit more. There you go. Now you can sleep. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I like where it's sitting right there. Nice and low.
I guess I should talk.
Alright, hold on. Let's try this one more time. Tile is out.
I guess I should talk to.
Okay, so now we're going to go boop, 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 boop. Oh. Yeah, see, that looks great. Now that's showing me, hey, there's a notification down there. Then you click on it.
Meet me for dinner.
Love it. Only thing is, we do not want that to play by default. So let's see what we got here. First off, why is voicemail not hiding this shit? That really should be.
Meet me for dinner.
And I like that I can open it by clicking, but what the fuck? Why is this not display none? Display flex. Data type voicemail. Map communicate, maybe. Am I not on the right one? Oh, I'm on the communication wrapper. Whoops. I forgot. That would do it. There we go. Now it should work. Let's go. By the way, you can see this sweet Orbem order t-shirt. It's got the big shield logo in the back too. Available now, orbem.shop. Or orbem.store. Or orbemorder.com/shop. Whatever. Alright, let's see what it looks like. So now the voicemail shouldn't have the text. It should just be a little symbol. Yeah, see, now it's over there. I mean, I'm going to fix that, but...
Meet me for dinner.
Cool. Alright, now what we have to do is create the UI in the phone that, like, separates them. Now, I'm really trying to make this as dynamic as possible for other people to be able to use this feature. But the only way I can think to do that is in the actual thing here. And I did not give any options to add your own shit. So either we add more options in here, like highlight. I don't know, would highlight work? No, that's for the text. No shipping options were found for assembled. Ah, yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think a lot of the shit I use is US shipping only. I'll work on that. I apologize. I know international shipping is all weird right now anyways. But at least we're here together. I'm shipping my face to you at least, right? That's the best we can do right now. What do we do? Well, I guess for now we can add some styling, and the users could override that styling if they wanted to in their own theme. So it's not the end of the world if I make it do something. What I want to do right now is just under each map communicate, we'll add a border, you know, just something to separate. So we'll do border bottom. By default, we'll do a 2 pixel solid black. You know, it's a really simple. No need to apologize. You wouldn't saw this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, that's good to know. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. And then, so we already have padding, but we need margin bottom. Let's do like 1 rem. I think I actually already have it. Oh, no, I don't. You know what? We don't need this. We'll use gap. Gap. 1 rem. There we go. And then we need to straighten out this shit. Oh, maybe we just need to do text align. Yeah, there you go. That should center it. Sorry, I have to adjust. It's very hot today, so the shorts aren't doing too well on the chair. Okay. Let's see what it looks like now with 2 different messages. Why is that not centering? Nice vibration though. It's all padding. Oh, wait. Here we go. Why you no center? I guess that's the content. Oh yeah, look. I have the center. Oh, maybe it's because I made it 100%. There we go. Yeah. Dash right. Dash right. Why is it right there, though? I need to add... I mean, I have padding. Why is it so... Wait, is the padding not affecting this? Oh, maybe that's why. I want to center it top, too. Well, I thought I was. Padding 1 rem. No, see, yeah, padding doesn't affect it. Wait, what? Height. Aha!
Meet me for dinner.
Well, now it's centered there. Oh, I need to make this position relative, that's why. There we go. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we need to get rid of the height 100, that 100. So now it'll be center. But we also need to make this position relative. And I don't know why this border is like that. But let's make it with 100%. Either that or I need to make a display block. We'll find out. The president had his rival's university degree revoked. Oop. And then had him imprisoned on charges of fraud. Now his most important rival will not be able to participate in the election. Shady, dude. That's some straight villain shit. Not surprising, though.
Meet me for dinner.
Okay, this is still not.
Meet me for dinner.
Can you stop playing that? Wait, why is this not... let's try display block. No, it doesn't care. So, oh, it's because the whole fucking thing is too big. Wait, why is it so big? Background. Don't I have the width set? Yeah, max width is 400. Why is it 432? Do I have padding? Padding shouldn't do that, though. No, it's just making it bigger. Okay, well that's where the 432 is coming from. But why is the background image not... Oh, I need to change it to center. I have background contain. I need background position. I think I can put that here, actually. Center, center. That should do it. Well, it's in the center. It's still not the right size, though. Maybe cover is where it's at. No, it's contain. Okay. I need to just change the width then. I think the problem is that my phone has a little bit of extra room for the shadows. So I actually need to change the width. So 400 is not big enough, is what we're saying. Oh no, it's too big is what we're saying. Let's go down to... Okay, well we definitely need to get rid of the padding, because that's not doing any favors. Come on, dude. Yeah, okay. So now I just need to add some padding to that thing. So let's go, okay, how big? Yeah, let's do 355, that'll work. Max was the 355, pop, pop, pop. We'll get rid of the padding, because we do not need padding the way we're building this. And then let's do, we need some, okay, we already have padding here. So why is that border giving me some, oh, we need to change the margin. Dash Y. There we go. Now it should be on the inside. Let's try that out, see what it looks like. Okay, let's try it out.
Meet me for dinner.
Didn't I just change the fucking width to 355? It is 355. How is that 355 and that's 355? Those are two different 355s. It's probably because the fucking... It's the padding, isn't it? It's the margins. 355. 355. Okay. We need this to not be 100. And we need this centered. So we need left 50%. Transform. Translate. X negative 50%. Okay, so now it's centered. Now let's change the width. That's pretty good. Though I do see it's a little off center, and that's because the image has shadowing. And it sucks to style that in, because I should probably just center the phone and add styling, but you can't add styling to a image like that. You never learned the difference between margin and padding. I guess it wasn't necessary for me. Yeah, so padding is inner space. Margin is outer space. So this is my line. Padding's on the inside. So everything on the inside gets squished. Margin's on the outside, so it moves the whole thing. Or it moves something away from it. Margin outside, padding inside. Yeah. So when you want to, you know, if you have a container and you want to add spacing on the inside, that's padding. But padding doesn't affect borders. So the border's on the outside. So if you had a bunch of padding and you want the border to come in as well, then you need to use margin, because the margin will squish the actual thing together. Yeah. That's why I have to switch to margin. Yeah, whatever. We'll just make this all about me. Now, why is this so high? Oh, it's because there's no height. So I need like a min height, it seems like. 300 pixels is too much. Min height. Okay. We'll do like 100 min height. And then we'll do overflow hidden. Because we want it to cut off the message. So if we do want it to cut off the message, we need actually some padding. we'll do 0.5 rem 0. Yeah, that's good. That way, when it cuts off white and not right here on the line. In fact, we can probably do 1 rem. Yeah. This is good. Let's do this. You. Now we got rid of the margin. And we have a max height. We have the width. We're centering it. And let's just do some alphabetical organization real quick. Make sure it's easy to read the code. All right. Let's go. Styling. Who's in their front end development? All right, I'll see you when you get back, Tyler. We also need a timestamp probably, huh?
Meet me for dinner.
Wait, why'd that close all the way? Wait, what? That's not the default. What happened? Why did that go all the way down? Yeah, that's not the default. What the fuck? Hold on, let me check why that happened. We lost bottom. Why did we lose bottom? Oh, wait, no, that's map communicate. Where's the... Here we go. Communication wrapper. Yeah, what the hell? Why'd you go down? Where'd you go? Why'd you go all the way down? Huh? I'm confused. Oh, maybe because I got rid of some padding and shit? Shoot. I didn't know that was affecting the height so much. So, I think the default we wanted was more like 540 maybe? Okay, we're gonna have to change some numbers. Which sucks, because that means that the size of the image is gonna screw with the spacing too. I'm not really stoked on that. Hey, what's up, E-Waste? Welcome, my friend. I'll give you the welcome song. I couldn't think of anything. Anticlimactic. Welcome. So yeah, that's 540, and that means that the styling for notify needs to be a little bit more, so like 500 maybe. That might be too much. You came like that. Welcome back. All right. Yeah, that's still good.
Meet me for dinner.
Meet me for dinner. God, Carol, you're so freaking forceful. Is that still too much? That's still too much. It's sticking out too much. Let's change this to 510. Let's change this to 550. That'll be the default. And then we'll walk a little bit out of the way. Oh, we got another one.
Meet me for dinner.
That didn't work.
Meet me for dinner. Meet me for dinner. Meet me for dinner.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that one was just showing, hey, I'm on the phone.
What was I doing again?
I still need to fix the click events. Oh, here's another one. See, the toggle is screwing this up, it looks like. Because by default it's that. It notified, but when I clicked on it, it didn't add the class. So let's actually... Okay, well, whatever. We're going to change this logic anyway. So, notify doesn't contain notify. We're going to add it, and that's what makes it shake. So we know that's working. But then when you click on it, it appears like engage is screwing with it. What? So if voicemail and false is equal to engage, that means it just has notify. Then we're going to go through here, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to set up the thingy doodad. Okay. I think that might be the problem. Toggle engage. Remove notify. I don't know. That kind of seems right. Well, anyways, we don't want this to happen anymore. We don't want the parent to be the click event for that. We want it to be the click event to make it pop up, but we want to make you click on the message to actually set it off. So let's just do this. Basically, this is just going to toggle engage, I guess. But I'm going to be a little bit more specific. So we'll do if this. Then we'll add. Else, remove. I just want to guarantee that this logic works, because toggle can get a little bit screwy. Alright, so that's this click event, but now we need a new click event, which is communication L, communicate L. Dot add event listener. We'll do a click event. And by the way, this is all just vanilla JavaScript if anybody's interested. This is nothing highly complex in the WordPress or website programming realm. If you know how to work on the front end of a website, you'll know how to work on this game. And vis-a-vis the game engine. So feel free to ask any questions you have about the development of this and how you can work on it. Why not? Right. Right. This is good. No, no, no. It needs to be engage. This is bad. Okay. So if you click on it, and it is engage. Move together. Do you have the strength? Else if. I guess we could add like a top shelf thing, but whatever. We'll just do the same thing. And we'll do this. No, we need to get rid of this. Right, right. Actually, yeah. Well, now we need to add something special. So if it's text, we just need to add engage to the text. This, when you click on the element, will play if it's a voicemail. And if you click on it and it's not a voicemail, I just want to add the engage class because it's going to open the message. And then we'll need a separate click event to close the message. Voicemails, though, you click on them, they'll play. You don't need to open them. So let's do... Where is it? Communicate L. Ju. It's Ju I want. And then we'll do class list, add engage. And yes, I use engage everywhere. That is my like go-to notifier class for everything. I like it. I don't know why. Some people do, you know, ready or start or I don't know. Everyone does something different. Alright, let's try out the new click events. So cool, we got this. This should not play the message when I click on it. Good. Uh-oh. It's still notifying.
Meet me for dinner.
Okay. I screwed something up. Hold on. Right, because I got rid of the actual click event class change. So the parent We'll add notify. Engage adds notify, right? And then I add a click event. And if you click on it, on the parent, and there's no engage, add engage, which it did. I also need to remove notify when it does that. That's where I forgot. And then otherwise remove engage if you click on it. Yeah. I should also set it to the action bar. I should also set it to clicking out, probably. But for now, let's do this. I'll add those later. Yeah. What? Let's try again. Notify. Open. Click.
Meet me for dinner.
Close. Okay, so I also need to not trigger this if the target that I'm clicking on is communicate L. And I kind of forget how to do that. I think it's if what is it? It's either communicate L contains the target, maybe. Dot contains E dot target. I think that's how you do it. Otherwise it's the other way around. I always mix them up. Like I think it could be if E target contains communicate L as well, but I think it's this way. Alright, try again. Good. Good.
Meet me for dinner.
That didn't work. Let's double check that it compiled. I did do it pretty quickly. Communicate L. Wait. Oh, shit. False equals. That's probably why. Backwards logic. My bad. Go. Okay. Notify. Open. Ah. Well, another click event doesn't work. And then if you click on it.
Meet me for dinner. Meet me for dinner.
And then you click. Perfect. All right. Only problem is if it has it's only if it has engage that I care about this. So if or true equals no wait or false equals communicate parent. Dot class list dot contains engage. Yes, when I care about this. So let this through if it doesn't have engage. Right? Yeah. Yes. So if it's notify or doesn't have engage, yeah. Open it up. Let's try again. All right, so notify opens it.
Meet me for dinner. Meet me
I can
for
click
dinner.
on whatever I want as long as it's not the actual thing. And it closes. Try again. It opens.
Meet me for dinner.
Perfect.
Meet me for dinner. Meet me for dinner. Meet me for dinner.
Great. That is a solid UI, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. And if we go back down,
What was I doing again?
Oh,
I need to grab my stuff.
got a new notification. See, why does that happen? So let's look at the classes and see what's happening. Okay, I really need to not set the, I want to see the whole flow, so I'm going to go over here. Okay, so let's look at the HTML. And let's see what the fuck is going on with this thing. Okay, so it starts with no class. I go down to a trigger. It adds notify. It's letting me know, hey, there's something here to read. My phone's ringing. I click it. Now it has engage. Notify's gone. I can click on this.
Meet me for dinner.
Cool. And then I click it again to close. Engage class is gone. Great. So now let's go down here. Notify is here. But for some reason when I clicked on it, it closed. Yeah. That's weird, right? Oh, maybe it has something to do with the text specific logic I added. So I have an else if here. Here. No, see, it's add engage. Why am I removing notify but not adding engage? The only time I should be removing notify is if it's adding engage. So I must be removing engage at the same time by accident. Something I can think of. Conundrum. I'm conflicting myself. So that means this and this are getting hit. Maybe. Let's find out.
Oh, hello, Dr. Milford.
Oh my god.
Hey, Cranston.
Hey, Cranston. And let's see if it's just
No hard
happening with this
feelings.
one.
Hey. Bye, Cranston.
So rude. Alright, see ya, Cranston. Alright, I'll show us again. Okay, so let's see what we got going on in the console. So I'm gonna go doop. Wait, what? How come hide didn't trigger? Oh, I didn't click on anything yet. Yeah. Okay, so now I click. Hi opened. And then if I click again, hey only should be in the console. Yeah, okay, that's good. And if I go up to the second one, if I click, hi, and then hey only. Ah, you see how hi also came out again? So that means that one of my click events is getting screwed up. So what's happening is I need to remove this event listener after I'm done with it, basically. Sure. That being said, let's do that. This is going to be communicate parent click. Function communicate parent click. That's right, people. We're doing this live. Oops. Soundtrack while I code. Okay, so that's good. And then what I want to happen is when I remove engage, I want to remove the click event. Remove the click event. Honestly, I should probably remove the click event. Like, it should just be a global click event. Like, you should be able to open the phone at any time. Right? Yeah. I think we need to do that. Because right now, communicate parent is the parent node of the element inside that I'm engaging with. So I kind of think these click events need to happen separately. But that means that way I don't have to keep removing it. So if we go back in time to the before for land, and I'm going to take this whole thing out because there should only be one communication device per area. I'm going to loop through them anyways, but there should be only one. So let's do this. This needs to happen in 2 places. So let's just make a function here. Now that I think about it. Function. Communicate. Parent. Click. We'll do that. We will pass communicate parent. And I think that's all we can do, actually. No, that's not true. We could loop through each of the communicate elements inside it too and do the same thing. Which I only need for the whole click event target thing. So let's do that. So we'll do communicate parents. And then we'll do... No, wait. No. We need communicate L's. So this is all of the communicate L's inside of it. Document.query selector all. And these are going to be all the communications, which is what? Map communicate? I think. If I'm not mistaken. Map communicate, yeah. These are inside of the parent. Fantastic. Okay, so now that we have all those, we can loop through them. And... No, we don't want to do that. No, we don't want to do that. We need to make sure that communicate L contains eTarget for each one. This is a conundrum. Because we don't want to create a click event listener for the parent for every L. I guess I can remove it before I add it. Right? Man. Programming. A million ways to do the same thing. Yeah, this will probably be cleaner. More self-contained. So we'll do it like this. Like what I was doing before. And this is communicate parent. Click. And we need to make the function inside of here. Communicate parent click. All right. Cool. So now we have that. Unresolved variable. What? It's right here. Communicate parent. How did I spell that wrong? Weird. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is good, but we need to remove this first. So we'll go pop, 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 pop. And basically, when this engages, we need to remove it first. remove. This probably will work. Alright, let's try this. I don't know. I could be tripping. This should work though. Because it'll remove it before it adds one. So it should work. Go. Go forth. And work. So we'll click. We're good.
Meet me for dinner.
We'll close. We'll go to the other one. We'll click. Damn it. Still not working. Let's double check that this built. We'll try again. I think the only issue we're running into right now is that I'm getting this parent node every time this engages. So I might be considering it as something different. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. We'll figure this out. Yeah, okay, go. Close.
Oh, need to grab my stuff.
Okay. That kind of worked. Hold on.
Meet me for dinner.
What was I doing?
See, it doesn't work when you go down, but it worked when I went up. Why? Click event, why? Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna deal with this like a sane person. So, what's happening? These two are getting hit for some reason. And I'm guessing it's because it's doubling up on the click event. That's what I was guessing. So what we want to do is double check that is true. I just want to see if one click is 2. Because this will just end up, you know, growing and growing as there's more communicate triggers on the screen. Okay, so we go up, we click. Hey. We clicked it. 1 click, 2 clicks. We're good. Now we go here. See, there's 2 clicks now. That's doubling up. And now there's 6. Yeah. So now there's 2 click events. So what I said was correct. But it doesn't seem like removing the click event before adding the other one. Hey, Sky, how's it going? Doesn't seem like removing the click event helped, which is interesting. And like I said, I want the click event to happen regardless of if you do anything. So we might have to go back and do this again to what I was trying to do originally. The only problem is I need access to the communication thing I'm clicking, but I can get that from the actual element I'm clicking on with the e.target. All right, we gotta do this again. Here we go. Okay, so it's just this click event that we need to fix. So we need to bring this click event out here. I know it seems like I just did this because I did, but shut up. Okay. Yes. And this is going to be the communicate parent. I will pass to it. Okay. And we are going to... actually, I think I should just get all the parents here. Document.query selector all. And it's going to be the, what was it? What did I call the, I think it's communicate wrapper. Communicate wrapper. Cool. If communicate parents, then we're going to for each this bitch. Cool. For each. Communicate parent, stop for each, communicate parent. Shorthand is fun. Okay. So now we have it like this. And the only thing we need to deal with now is this whole not clicking on the communicate L. So instead of doing it this way, we need to just check that the target doesn't contain the class, I guess, contains map communicate. That's the only thing I can think of right now. So this, wait, what? Classless should be target. E target. Yeah, that should be fine. Right? Target. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I'm tripping. We also need to check if the parent has this. And eTarget.parent node. Just in case we're clicking in, you know, a child thing. Okay, this should be fine. All right. Well, now this should be global. Let's just engage this. On load. Orbem engage. Engage Orbem. Engage game. Orbem explore. Explore. Enter explore point. Enter new area. Yeah, we needed to do it here for sure. After we add everything to the site. Add characters. Where's all that? Here we go. Engage, communicate, click. All right, and then we also need to do it at the beginning of the game, which is around here. Where do I start the game? Draggable, blah, blah, blah. Weapons, no points. There we go. Engage, explore game. Engage, communicate, click. All right. Cool. So now this should only be engaged once. And we should only have the click events once. No matter how many times we walk on a trigger. Though we need to double check. Without that logic, everything's okay. Also, I could use a little dot comment here. Okay, click to avoid multiple events per trigger. Engage. Engagement. There we go, full word. Okay, so here's the communicate logic, blah, blah, blah. Click, add notify to the parent, which I can still do outside. Click event is only once per the shit, because I'm only going to hit the trigger once. Okay. One thing I do need to do, though, is I need to make this show at all. So when I engage this, the communicate L is not this. Oh, it's this right here. Yeah, communicate L. So I need to add a engage to this as well. Show, yeah, communicate. Because by default, it's not going to be there. It should be empty. Communicate. Oops. Can you spell, my friend? Communicate L dot class list dot add engage. And then this should just stay engaged from that point forward. That's after you get engaged. And then so let's actually add some styling for that. So this by default will be display none. So nothing should show up on the phone until you trigger it, which makes sense if you think about it. And then on engage, display block. There we go. This should all work now. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we have that. Let's see if the click event works. It doesn't. Nice. Perfect. All right, well, we got something wrong then. So it looks like my click event did not do what I wanted. And I don't know why, so let's double check why. So we have this. This should be, when you start the game, this should get called. Let's double check I spelled everything right. I did not. Well, there you go. I keep doing this. Communication wrapper. There we go. Who's happy now? I'm happy. It's map communicate though, right? Not map communication. Now I'm second guessing myself. No, it is. Okay. That's why I keep getting confused. Do I smoke? No. No, never really got into it. I've always been a singer, you know, in bands and stuff, and I was very anal about my voice. Especially when I was going to go on stage. I'd always be drinking tea all day. So, yeah, I never got into it. And now I'm just too weak to even start. Alright. Click event. Yay! It worked.
Meet me for dinner.
Perfect. And the close worked. Fuck yeah. I think we got this. Now let's go down here.
Oh, need to grab my stuff.
Oh, got another notification. Hey, and look, it showed up. Hey, I'm on the phone. And the click event worked. Can I sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Yeah, I know the words. You want to hear me sing? All the music in the background is bands I've been in or things I've recorded. This is a pretty old song, but they're singing in it. You're right. I apologize. Well, I said, did you want to hear me sing? I'm also a screamer, so that's all me screaming. There you go. Alright, I think we're freaking solid now. And look, I can open it and close it whenever I want.
Meet me for dinner.
Message plays. This is great. Kids in the basement. Yeah, they're screamers for sure. I'm in your basement. Let's push this live. Why don't we? When you drink vodka. Hey, Seashell, what up? Your wife becomes streamer. Nice. That makes sense. What up, Seashell? How you doing, buddy? Hey, I think we can actually get a stream avatar going. It's been so long. Twitch has been the dead zone. It's all about YouTube Shorts live feed now. Oh shit. I clicked that before I clicked that. Okay, good. It still worked. Push. Push, I say. Seashell in the house. Seashell is making a pretty awesome game as well. Godot? I forget. It's Godot, right? I think it is. And it's like a Final Fantasy style run around, team up, turn-based fighter called Orbem of Virtue or something. Is that what it was? Starting to hurt your eyes. Oh, what, you mean my portal? Well, Orbem is based off of portals, teleportation, wormhole portals and stuff, so long ago I created my head inside of a portal. So it's like you're viewing me from another universe. Yeah. Wasn't easy to do either. You're actually 2 days away from one-way plane ticket to LA. Just finished the truck. Damn, man, that's crazy. Yeah, wow. Feels like you've been moving there forever. Finally did it. Make the full screen in a portal. Nah, I'm trying to just keep it less distracting, I guess. Yeah, I'm the only one in the portal. Correct. I'm like in a portal showing, like my head, I'm looking through a portal to my computer screen. So like I'm part of the computer now in the portal. Hey, check it out. I added a new feature right now. It's communicate. So it's like if in the game you need like to communicate stuff with a cell phone or you know whatever device you are, you want to convey messages and stuff. I created a new post type for that. So when you hit a trigger, you see it starts vibrating like a cell phone. Oh, you can't see it because of my thing. Hold on real quick. Boop. Where is it? Let me close gold. There we go. So you see this little thing at the bottom that is this not up enough? The hell? How did that happen? There we go. When did that move? So you see the bottom there. It's a little shaking cell phone. So that's notifying like, oh, hey, there's something to click. And then when you click on it, shows the little voicemail. You could feel the vibrations. And then you could do this. Boop.
Meet me for dinner.
Ooh, that's pretty sexy.
Meet me for dinner.
That's Carol. That's the old lady. Don't get too excited. And then you can click it and it closes it back down. And the best part is,
What was I doing again?
you can trigger it again. See? Oh, I got another message. You can click on it. And now I have a little text message. Hey, I'm on the phone. And yeah, you can open it whenever you want too. So it's like, oh, I got to look at my old messages. Because in the book, you know, this is a CNC. So I needed a way of like doing CNC messages like, oh shit, he's got to go to dinner or whatever. And eventually I'll use it for other communication devices inside of Orbem. I can feel the vibrations. And the best part is on mobile, I can add the haptic feedback, so it actually makes your cell phone vibrate. So it's gonna feel like you actually have a notification. You'll be like, "Oh shit!" Beep. That'll be fun. People are gonna love that. I know that for a fact. They're gonna love that. All right, let's check if this got pushed to production, so we can actually add a real CNC usage. Meet me in an alley. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. Whoop. Bop. Yeah, so the first message is going to trigger when you leave the receptionist room, and it's going to be like, hey, this is your CNC, you know, just kind of showing you how to use it. And then the next one will be when Iona sends you a text message like, hey, you know, meet me at Bylon later or whatever. All right, Seashell. Glad you popped in, my friend. Always a pleasure. I will catch you in the next one. Have a grand night and sleep. I'm actually going to be jumping off right now, too. Catch you later on. Alright, let's see if this worked. First off, let's go to the communication, the CNC breakdown. And did I add this to the right thing? It's a voicemail. Do I want it to be a voicemail? Yeah, I guess I do. And communication type is set to nothing. Ah. I forgot to do that. Oh yeah, this is all new. So let's go to communication type. Let's go. Hey, C Films. How's it going, man? CNC. Let's add that. Let's add the image. Cool. Good, now this will work. What is up, C Films? Jumping on late. I like it. I'm just I just finished kind of tuning up the communication logic for the communicator, the CNC. So now I'm going to assign it to the communicator type. Boop. And I think that's all it needs. And we can test it out. So let's go ahead and leave the game. Start a new game. And let's level select. Go to Thyrus. Whoop. We're here. And let's do the little thingy-doo-dod.
May I help you, sir?
Hello, sir.
Hello,
I'm Dr.
sir.
Gray-
May I help you, sir?
Yes. Sorry.
Mr. A permanent. Here are your key. Here is your CNC.
Do not lose your CNC.
Or a replacement charge will be required to procure a new one. You can enter through the doors to your left.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, that's nice of me. Okay, so now what should happen, which I'm actually a little confused. Where is the CNC? It should be showing up already. Uh-oh. It's not showing up. Uh-oh. Is it not set up? It should be set up to show up on the level selector. Wait, so we have the communication type, CNC. We have it set to Thyrus. Uh-huh. Did everything save? Oh, I need to get rid of this. No feature image. Thyrus. Yeah. Why is this not showing up? Should just be showing at the bottom of the screen. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I just screamed in your ear. Okay, there we go. So now we'll go do 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 do. Oh, look, we got a notification. Let's check our message.
This is your CNC device. Refer to this while in the Tyrus Research Facility.
Thank you. Now you can close it. Fantastic, and it'll just stay there. Oh, I think that's what I wanted to create. I didn't want the device to show up until you talk to him. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna have to build that lodge again. And that's for another time. So I'm out of here, guys. Hey, Sky, thanks for jumping on earlier. E-Waste, thanks for jumping on. Kai, myself, you're a real one. David, thanks for all the chatting. Appreciate all the questions and stuff. Can I ask you, thanks for jumping on with your random message. Talu, thanks for jumping on 2 different levels. That was very fun. C Films, always appreciate you jumping in, my friend. Good luck. Hope you're doing well with your game. Oh, not your game, your website. And Seashell, thank you for jumping on. I know you're sleeping now, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's about it. Really appreciate all the talk earlier about, you know, getting jobs and how to handle your resume and stuff like that. So hope anybody watching in the future and anybody watching right now and just lurking, hey, come say hi. Talk to me. I like to chat. And I got plenty of rando mistakes I made. Hey, VMK Mono, thanks for saying hi. I'm about to jump off here. Also appreciate you watching. And yeah, make sure you subscribe, like all the streams and stuff. Get as much, you know, algorithm going as possible. And I appreciate you, C Films, saying good luck with the project. So, hey, thank you all for hanging out with me. And I'll catch you in the next one. Happy Friday. Goodbye.